Hey, ladies and gents, this is Lewis here with the review of the Mythic Legion's Arrizak figure. This is the wizard from Four Horsemen Toy Design, and I've already got him out of the package for you, but I wanted to show you the back of his package. Nate Barch did that. It's got a wonderful painting of Poxus on the back, and then it shows the cross sell of all the other Poxes, Zende, Arrizak, Samir Scroll Warder, Thrace, and Kalazir and Tharnog. So it shows all those guys. But that's really cool. And let me get started with the bio. Arrizak. Once a young wizard rising through the ranks of the Convocation of Basilia, Arrizak is a devious and cruel sorcerer, bent on promulgating the word of Poxus. Unsatisfied with the ancient approved texts of Agbendor that his fellow acolytes were studying, Arrizak was constantly thirsting for more knowledge, more spells, and more power. His pursuits led him away from the kingdom of Ophidian and the Tower of Basilia and into the chaos of the Nethergate, where he gathered with members of the Circle of Poxus. One convening was all it took for Arrizak to find his new home amongst like-minded sorcerers, searching for insight into sinister power. Wow. So he is a bad guy. He was once a good guy, but he turned to the dark side and became a bad guy. I have a confession to make regarding this guy. Wizards aren't my favorite, even though I am is the Wiz. And honestly, I saw this guy and, kind of dismissed him because he was just a wizard. And then I saw him, in the prototypes, and I was like, yeah, it's a wizard. And then I saw him and all the photos and everything. And I'm like, yeah, wizard. Meh, it's a wizard. Meh. But once I got this guy in hand and took him out of the package, I was like, oh my gosh. I get it now. He is awesome. This is an awesome figure and a great addition to the collection. And I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, he's magic. Maybe you put a spell on me. I don't know what did it or why I didn't get it. I think it was because I was so infatuated with Thrace because she's a wizard and she's cute. And he is an old man and he's a wizard. So, but like I said, wow, just kind of really blown away by this guy. And this is a wizard. 2 heads, multiple hands, magical effects, cool staff, wizard. With, I think, some really, really great soft goods. So congratulations to Siegism for working on these. And let me show you what they look like up close and personal here. So first of all, I have to compliment the sculpt, especially this angry red-eyed sculpt, because it's so expressive, it's so dynamic, the way the long beard is flowing and the eyebrows are arched and all that. Man, it's just scary. It's like well, let's take a look at the regular placid face. Okay, right there. Very cool beard, very cool mustache, and red eyes and a stern expression on his face and all that, right? But man, this other one is exciting. Like things are really happening, magic is really flowing. And he doesn't have any of the visual effects on his head painted like Zende or whatever. It's just, the open mouth, the bared teeth, the screaming. You just get a really good sense of how evil this guy is and how powerful he is and how formidable. And if you had any doubts, you have these really, really expressive hands, and you have these cool magical effects that come with him with the energy crackle, kind of like the Emperor in Star Wars. You get a couple of these with this set, and then you can just use them however, shoot him out of his hands, put him around his staff. That might have been a way to go. I put him coming out of the top of his staff, but it's just cool that all these wizards are coming with really different magic effects to complement them and just kind of make them unique and cool. All right, so take a look at the soft goods there and the patterning on this purple sartorial splendor, this sash right here. This is something new from this wave that we didn't get earlier. This is a very cool print. And look at all the detail work. I mean, the gold edging around the sides of the sash. It is, of course, right, nicely wired so it can blow in the wind, or I guess blow the other way, same way as the beard, if that's what you want to do. But look at the edges and the details, right? This is trimmed in gold. It's black in the back. It's got this nice print on it. And then how the way the cape is really, trimmed in this purple, and how the long flowing, and wired sleeves, right, add to the dynamism, and then the purple sides and the purple top, the cloak, right, is black, and then you have the purple hood. So very cool. Everything's gold, black, or purple, and everything accentuates everything. Easy for you to say. Really, really nicely, and it's got details all over the place. Like, you look at this giant crystal up here on top of his staff. His staff has those insectoid like legs or whatever coming out of the top with some iridescent metallics, but then the crystal's cracked, right? So it's like those little visual cues, right? It's cracked, kind of like how he's cracked, how he's corrupted, how he was once good and whole and pure and is now, well, for lack of a better term, cracked, or turned to evil, right? Spikes here, insect legs up there, a cracked crystal. It just tells you so much, and it's a really, really nice, unique accessory. It fits nicely in his hand. And then you can go ahead and put the magic effects on it, so have that red magical stuff shooting out. Right. Another thing that's unique about this guy that I really appreciate are the pauldrons. Right. These are different kind of pauldrons. It's more like, it's not like armor. It's more ornamental, and it plugs in right through the soft goods. There's holes right on the soft goods, plugs right in. This is something different, right? But looks super duper cool, and I'll take his head off so you can see the rest of it later. But there's a lot going on in there. It's ornamental. He's not your humble wizard. He's somebody who wants to be seen, who wants power, right? Very cool pouch, very, very nicely detailed paint right there on the clasp and the buckle. And then you have these little glass, like, I'm going to guess magical substances that you can clip on anywhere on the belt if you want, because they come up on and off. There's yellow, orange, and blue, and then I think this is a purple, and it's all vials and flasks and stuff, a different configurations. It looks really attractive and cool there, and adds to the visual appeal. Then you got like some bones here, probably magical bones, and then you have like a raven skull on that side. So that's cool that his belt is loaded up, right? Because just like Batman, it's like a wizard Batman, right? And then, of course, the hood, you can take it off and you can reveal that bald pate there if you want. And then let's do the head. Let's take the head off. Well, the head came off, and the neck came off, and then the hood came off. But I just wanted to give you a really good look here at that ornamental, not pauldron, but that big piece there. So, and then the wash and how cool that is. So I hit this guy up because I'm a good Four Horsemen consumer with the magical hair dryer, and I want to say that I suggest you do the same. Right? There's a body underneath there, a fully armored body. I know a lot of people have been harvesting that body and replacing it with, like a Marvel Legends or whatever, and they'll drill a couple of holes in the back because you can't really see the body under the robes, and you want to take the robes off, right? Let me see if I can put that neck back in. This is nice and snug, and you want it to be nice and snug. But so they'll replace the body underneath, and that's kind of genius because then you get arms, legs, and a whole new figure basically. Except that you could use. It says, and it'll be an armored body. And who cares what's under the robes? Actually, he's a wizard. The other thing is, you have these long sleeves, so you can't see where the joints are. So make sure that you roll the sleeves up. So when you're like posing him, that you're bending the elbow in the right way, or, bending stuff in the right way. Don't just guess and futz with it. I mean, that's kind of stupid because you might be trying to bend the elbow the wrong way, and that wouldn't be cool. So like, okay, let's put the more placid head on there. Like he's calmer. This could even be the good version, I guess. Maybe not. But he doesn't look all that menacing or evil with this head on. And I think some people have used him to make like a mean Santa using the Santa Claus. So, and then just configure this. This is wired hood. Configure it however you want. Make him look mysterious or whatever. I'm not going to take... Some people have said that it's hard to like clip on the belt. And I'm going to say it wasn't hard. I took a pair of needle nose pliers. Actually, I was ready to use them, but I didn't really need them. I just used my finger and it worked. Now, your mileage may vary on that, but other people have said, hey, if you take a little needle nose pliers or a tweezer or whatever. So I have smaller hands and smaller fingers, and it was easy for me to do it. But some people have like big, meaty Hulk hands, like Lord Bushati, and they probably might not be able to do it. So tweezers or needle nose pliers or something. Got the belt on fairly easily for me. It wasn't an issue at all. Nothing was an issue really with this guy. He's perfect. So underneath you have the 2.0 body, right? Thin, slender. But who cares what's underneath? Like I said, I mean, I'm not going to switch them out just because I'm lazy, but if I was a customizer, I definitely would harvest that body and use it for other customs, right? And then just put like a Marvel Legends body or some like nicely articulated, just regular body in there. So, anyway, I got him. He does stand nicely, even though I have him on this stand here. I think I like showing his bald head. All right. So then he comes with the extra hands, and I'll give you a quick peek at those. Here you go. The magical gesticulating hand. If you want to use like a magic effect, that's really cool. You got a right one, you got a left one. And then you got another gripping hand. And the gripping hands, one of them has this action here where the wrist goes side to side. So if he's going to be, holding a sword or whatever, you got that. And then you have the other that goes like this, so he can hold the sword aloft. So that's another gripping hand. And then a more loose gripping hand I get for larger objects. And, both sides of that, and then another gripping hand. So extra hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra hands, 2 regular hands, total of 8 hands. Very, very nice to have all those hands, right? For any pose that you can possibly conceive. He does not come with these purple animals. I got those in this set called it's called the Creepy Canister, and there were some purple ones, and I'm like, hey man, those are gonna display really well, the snake and the salamander and all that stuff with him, and so I'm already having fun with him. I just want to say that I apologize to Arrizak for not being as excited as I should have been originally, but hey, as it is wont to happen with these Four Horsemen figures, even if you think, oh, this is not going to be my favorite or whatever, or this is not, this is just meh, you will change your mind. You will change your mind once they're here, once they're in hand, and you see how spectacular everything looks and how everything works together. And he's awesome. So, all right. I guess that's the review, folks. Is the Wiz signing out.